Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third installment, Season 3 of the EGN Formula 1 Championship. I'm your host here, Causey Warsy Cowsey, and I'm joined by the one and only V Webby. How you going, Webby?
I'm going great. Nice to be here for the opener.
Yeah, just want to just give everyone a quick PSA. We are racing today, obviously on Thursday, but normally the races are on the Wednesday for quali, so that's why you might normally see it on the Wednesday, but today we're doing it on the Thursday simply because we got kind of fisted yesterday because of the incoming update that they decided to do yesterday, so we had to reschedule to today, so isn't that big of a deal, but we just got it all nice and dandy set up. Majority of the drivers are here today except for one, which is Skids from Renault, who Kunz Jason is taking over today, so we'll keep an eye on him, see how he goes for the race today. And actually, speaking of Kunz Jason, he's going to be doing his outlap, and yeah, there's actually a lot to talk about, to be honest, because you know, did a little bit of a dance with not much racing over the last couple of maybe 6 weeks with no driving,
Oh,
with
it's
no
been
racing.
painful.
Yeah, especially with the new game as well. I'm actually keen to see who's going to win the championship because last season, who was it? It was Bambi who won it.
Bambi, clearly, yeah.
Yeah, what a man! What a man he is.
I think he
Yeah,
had done with about 3 races left.
love that. I think it was because also Keno had a lot of issues in between with the earlier races.
Definitely.
So
Definitely did.
it's a bit suspect, but let's see if he can pick it up this season. And
People are
we'll jump
hesitant to head
forward.
out.
Yeah, we do have 15 minutes, so everyone can just put their feet up for a bit. Who
I
do you
know
reckon will
Bambi
win
does
this
like
season?
to eat.
Damn, he likes to eat. Who do you reckon will win this season, Webby? What do you reckon?
I think Bambi would be obviously the clear favourite, but if Keno can clean up his act a bit, I think that he definitely will be a contender this time round. Bambi might have some cars around him this time.
Jump on board with Cuz Jason, who's doing the first lap of the season on Australia here at Albert Park. Everything looks kind of tidy at the minute, no issues here. It does get off the throttle a bit there.
Yeah, it is taking it easy, but could just be getting a feel for the track.
And maybe even the manual too. He is a Div 2 driver, so probably maybe not used to using the manual gears.
With the full qualifier though, you definitely don't want to be wasting the wear on your tyres.
That's another thing. It would be interesting to see how a lot of the top drivers, once they do get that safe lap in, so to speak, if they do think that a lot of these lower tier, so to speak, drivers can try to maybe push for a better spot in the standings in terms of Q1, because sometimes you just see like one of the top drivers like Bambi, even Kane, just jump out, put on the softs, one lap, jump back into the pits, and just not touch another set of softs for a little bit. But
Definitely. If
I
you
think,
can, that's definitely the way to go.
yeah, of course, because then you get to save that tyre wear. So, first 2 laps from the Renaults, Peters and Kun Jason, 122.3 from Peters and a 122.6 from Jason. Very beatable times, but
Yeah.
nothing too excited. Go to
Ooh,
Bill with
go
a
to Bill. That
121.9.
is that is that is nice.
That's really competitive,
That is a competitive time.
especially in the Haas too.
Oh,
See who else is doing their laps. Mort's just starting his. Timo is halfway through his. Seth is starting his as well. Joggles coming around the back end of Sector 3. Zero is starting his as well. Let's see if we can jump on board with Simo as he's going to be coming through the last 2 penultimate corners.
he will definitely be using no assist like he normally does.
Mm-hmm.
What a man.
What a man. Sweating a little bit, perspirating. Make sure you got a towel underneath your butt cheeks there, Simo, and he's jumping
Oh,
into
what
the
a time to
pits.
jump on board as he goes flying into the pits.
Love that. Fantastic.
Putting the Ferrari crew to work.
Making him sweat for him.
They are very good at putting the car in the garage at this point.
Oh! Hold on a minute.
Action.
Sep has just retired from Q1. That is not how you want to start your season. That's
He
so
may have had
unfortunate.
something to do between now and the race.
I'm trying to see if we can jump on board or where that actually happened. Actually, I haven't even got
No idea what happened. Yeah, a bit of track data would help, but
Yeah, my apologies. I actually forgot it. I forgot to do that. But it's fine. We fix it.
look, I didn't notice either.
Yeah.
Go to Bill still with the fastest time though. The Ferrari car is nice and snug in the garage.
I'm trying to figure this out. Sorry, hold on. You can tell I've done this before. Okay, there we go. I was wondering how to get rid of that. Okay. And, alright, we're back. So, it seems like, Go to Bill's putting up a really competitive time. Mort only just 0.001 off of him with the 121.191. That's pretty competitive too. So a lot of these lower tier, so to speak, drivers are really putting up some pretty competitive times, but I guess we won't know how it will stand up against the top drivers until the top drivers jump onto the track and put up a time for themselves.
That time from Mort is so close.
Yeah.
A tenth of.
So go to Bill with the 121.9 still on top.
Looking like a very goated Bill at this point.
Yeah, very much so. Majority of the field still haven't really put out a time yet. So there is only 15 minutes in this Q1, and we've gone through what, 6 minutes of it? 5 minutes 15 seconds, and only 9 drivers have put out a time. So just wanting to see what the strategy is here with these other drivers. So drivers still yet to put out a time. DBT, Kino, who is on his out lap, and let's actually jump on board with Kino for his lap.
Yeah,
So
we'll definitely
in
should
Ferrari,
see some Kino magic.
where would you like to talk us through this lap as he goes through turn 1 into turn 2?
Alright, he hits the DRS. Chiz does move out of the way for him, which is very good. And this corner, you want to get some early braking for some good momentum out. He's done that very well. Not braking through that corner or hesitating at all. Flying through there cleanly. A little bit of curb. Cuts a little bit. Does push him a little bit wide. That will take time off, but not a lot. See how he does this. You want to fully send it. He does. A little bit slow by the looks of it, but we will see at the end when the time comes through. This is where I think a lot of the time will be made up in the race. As he...
Oh!
Yeah, oh!
It just seemed like he got a little bit too much curb on that inside on the initial turn.
Definitely.
That's
You
really
want
unfortunate.
Did he send it or did he not send it?
I think he sent a little bit too hard.
Definitely, but he will get to go back to the pits and set another lap. If he does or not. Surely has a fair bit of damage from that.
Yeah, that would be really... I hope he doesn't watch that back. That's just super... That's pretty unfortunate that we jump on
It's
board
very
with him.
unfortunate.
Just that little bit of oversteer finishes his lap for there, but he'll be able to jump on, chuck back another set of softs and jump back out. So go to Bill, still with the time to beat with a 121.9. Mort currently second best with the borderline identical time. DBT running third at the minute with a 21.3. But majority of I can't really guess who can potentially come get knocked out of Q1 because majority of there's still a few drivers that haven't put out a time yet. Obviously, Masperado with a 125 is not ideal.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Not at all.
But he will
Sesto
set
as
another
well
one.
with a 22.7. Jason with a 22.6. Simo maybe as well, potentially, but to say that he won't jump back on the track and put out a way better time than a 122.4 is an understatement. There's no way he will not want to get out and put out a 10 times better time than that, so... He is jumping back in the pits though. I think this is like the third time that I've seen Simo jump back in the pits in Q1, so... Let's jump on board with Nugsy, as he's going to be... Looks like he's going to be doing his lap at the minute.
That
Currently
is
in
a
Sector 2.
beautiful livery.
Yeah, love that livery. Especially that halo. Perfect.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
beautiful rainbow.
Oh, mate. That is pinnacle. Alright, let's see if Nugsy can keep it all nice and tidy where Kino did spin out before. It does make it work, but gets a little bit of gravel. Interesting. And he's probably going to have to go into the pits as well and just refuel.
So we have word from Sep that he lost his left front wheel in the same spot that Kino did. So he spun there.
I wonder,
Very
does that mean,
unfortunate.
is he retired from qualifying altogether? Well, he would be, because he would get eliminated.
Yeah, definitely. And he doesn't even have a lap set, but I'm pretty sure under the rules it would count as a DNF anyway. Putting him in the bottom.
So that's Sep's qualifying done.
Good for the
Australia.
other drivers.
But we will see him in the race, and to say that he won't make his way up the field is an understatement. I genuinely think that Sep is one of the most underrated drivers on the grid, and I think he will definitely do a job and hopefully get in the points. So good luck to him. But
Definitely puts his head down.
He can go get a drink, put his feet up, have a wank if he wants to. But yeah, I think he'll do a job when it comes to the race. So Kank is currently doing his lap as well. Sector 1-1 with a 27.4. We're going to jump on board with him as he starts to complete his Sector 2.
Got Bambi right behind him as well, so it should be good.
Both of these boys are going to get... Both of these boys are going to get their times at the exact same time.
Also, I believe Sesto said there should be rain at the end of the race. So
Oh,
that's very, very interesting.
I love to hear that. We love
would spice
to
it
hear
up.
that. So jump on board with Kank and Bambi as they're going to be going through the final corners of their lap to see where they sit on the standings. As we're coming into the 4th minute of Q1, Kank passes the line and goes 15th fastest, with Bambi jumping up into the 3rd position. So Bambi will be safe for Q2 for now, but Kank will need to jump back out and do another lap.
Red Bull sitting nice and pretty next to each other. They'll want to improve that time.
Kino's going for it again.
Let's see where Kino's going to stack himself up against the competition.
I don't think he's going to slow down there again. I think he will continue to send it, but he'll be looking for the fastest time he can get.
1:16 as he comes through in the back straight. He should be safe here based on his time. Yeah, definitely safe. Good. 5th fastest, 21.3. That's class. But I want to jump on board with...
Time's still standing.
Yes, he's probably just still got his feet up in the pits. But let's jump on board with Mash Barado. I want to see if he can improve on a 125. That's interesting. And it looks like he's backed out of his time.
Yeah.
Will he even have enough time to even get another time down? I don't know, but yeah, a lot of some drivers in a bit of the danger zone. Nugsy here, Mash Barado, Kank, Sesto, Jason, Simo, Jetsy could be in
Jets
the
you with
danger
an
zone as well.
invalid lap. Is that the next lap as well? So that's not good.
So he won't be getting another time there. He will be sitting at the best for 13th fastest. If you guys don't know, the bottom 15 down to 20th will be getting eliminated in Q1. So if you don't know how qualifying works in Formula 1, you will have 3 different sessions, all named Q1, Q2, and Q3. Each session, a bunch of drivers will be eliminated, depending on the times that they get. For example, in Q1, 5 drivers will be eliminated. That will be 20th through to 16th. And then in Q2, another 5 will get eliminated, and that will be from 15th to 11th.
Nugs just invalidated his lap there.
So he will be getting eliminated as well as OSEP, who did retire in the session probably when he was on his out lap, I think.
Yeah, his lap definitely finished the quickest, but not in the right way.
Let's see if we can jump on Mash Barada here, as he looks like he's going to go for this time to maybe improve to get out of the danger zone. He's currently sitting 18th position with a 125.8. Sorry for scuffering at it, but that is really... It doesn't show how good of a driver he is. I know he's got some quality in him, and it looks like he's going to be putting up a really competitive time here. Coming through Sector 3 at 1 minute as he's going around the 4th final corner.
I do know with Mash though that he had to send his wheel back. There were some issues with it, so he's back on the controller now, which is definitely probably hard to go switching from controller to wheel and back to controller.
He might get a 123 here. I don't think this is going to improve his time that much. Yeah, he's going to get eliminated. That's unfortunate for Mash Barada. He will be the 3rd driver to get eliminated, as long as Sepp and Nugsy. Let's jump on board with Sesto. Let's see if he can improve his lap while his teammate is currently doing his out lap, Kank. A lot of these drivers in the pits now, the only drivers that are out on the track is DBT, Fly Sleazy, Simo, Sesto, Kank. Mashbrado, obviously still on the track, but has finished his time. Sesto finishing out his lap right now. Will he be out of the danger zone?
It does
Might not be.
look like it.
Yeah, it does not look like it at all. Oh, he does go 14th fastest with a 22.4.
That will get him in.
But will it? Because Simo is still on the track and is about to finish his lap.
Late drama.
Nugsy couldn't get another lap in, considering he also had a penalty as well.
Mash Potato retired from the session.
So the session
So did
has ended
Kank.
as well. Simo, the next one to be coming through the line, will he come out of the danger zone? Might not look like it, to be honest. No, he does. 12th fastest. That'll get him through. Sesto.
Pushing Nugsy back into the fire line.
Is Sesto in traffic? Doesn't look like it, but DBT's still on the track, but he's currently 5th fastest. He will be safe as long as Fly Sleazy. Jason won't be able to get another time in, and I think this session is done, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, this session looks like to be finished. So your eliminatees will be OSEP, Mashbarado, V Kank, cousin Jason, sorry. Cunt Jason, Jesus. I've lost full, holy. V Nugsy. Sesto looks like he's just edged out a spot into Q2.
EBT. Beautiful work.
He just got pole in Q1 with a 120.9, just showing the competition his pace.
Cracking
Making
that
it a little bit
121.
nervous. So yeah, Sesto does manage to get through.
Goated Bill with a time in the first 2 minutes that has got him 3rd place. Quite impressive. Could have just put his feet up for the rest of that.
Yeah, he definitely did. Just got in a good lap and just...
This
just
first
cracked
lap
that.
is going to be spicy.
I wonder who we're still waiting on. Everyone else is in the pits. I thought that it should end by now. Oh no, cousin Jason's still on the track, but does been given the checkered flag. I wonder if this will even count towards his time, because I thought the
It looks like you
time I
won't
had
make
ended.
it past because the time
The time
remaining
will
there
come
as
out,
well.
yeah. Forgot about that.
May AI him towards the end of this.
So while we're waiting on this time to clock down, I just want to tune in to the F3 race that's happening right now. Chasey Dane is currently pole position on lap 16 with Ice Money in second, Spencer in third, Nate Zachary in fourth, and Derek in fifth, but just got overtaken by Prince Racket. So I'll try to give as many updates as I can on this F3 race as well, but currently as it stands, that's how it's looking. If anyone wants to go tune in into that race, currently I think Chasey Dan is the only person streaming it. Maybe No Way It's LG88, but I think Chasey Dan is the only person streaming it. So, back on board with the standings. V Nugsy, Cousin Jason, V Kank, Mash Barada, and OSEP are eliminated in Q1 on this round 1. Surprised to see V Kank eliminated in Q1. You wouldn't ever see that. In 18th position.
Yeah, that's definitely a surprise. But new season, new challenges.
Mm-hmm.
He might have crashed out. I'm not fully sure about that though.
Yeah.
Something did happen to him. Poor fella.
It is very surprising, so I dare say something must have happened.
You'd hope so, at least for him.
Yeah.
'Cause better than that.
Yeah.
Of course. 100%.
Looking realistic with both the Williams out.
Mm-hmm.
George Russell not able to take that to Q2.
Not this time.
No,
They've actually
young
done really
gun.
well in 2020.
Definitely. Good qualifying car, but the race
No, that's
is
shocking.
still not there.
I want to see George Russell do really well.
Couple of years, it'll be his time.
Mm-hmm. Kino, straight out of the pits, as well as the Renault of Peters, jumping straight onto the track, not messing about. On the mediums too, Peters is. I wonder if Kino is doing the same. No, he's on the softs. So, difference in strategy. So, another thing, if you're not familiar with Formula One, in Q2, whatever compound you do qualify on, you will have to start for the race. Hence why Peters is looking like he's qualifying the mediums, but for some reason he's just parked on the side of the road. I was just letting Kino go past. That's
So
only
so
driving.
I did do a league race in a different league on Tuesday night, and the preferred strategy was softs to hards in the 50%.
Okay. So currently, as it stands, your soft users are Sesto, Flo, Kino, Mort, Chiz, Ninja Penguin, and Goated Bill. The rest of the field will be using mediums for their quali lap. A little bit of this field is bunched together with Bambi, 4K0, and I think it's Joggles, but Joggles is going to back out of it a little bit, but still has Bambi behind him. You do want to give a little bit of space to the car in front and behind you, just in case they're a little bit slower, but
I think
yeah,
everyone's trying to be a bit courteous and hand the positions back.
yeah.
Very good etiquette from the boys.
Bambi just slowing down a bit, just try to give himself a little bit of a lead.
With an
And let's jump
invalid
on
lap.
board with Kino as he's going to be starting off his first lap of Q2 here. See if he can improve his time from last time. I think he got a 121.3. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain that's what he got.
Yeah.
But right now, he doesn't need to be the fastest on the track. He just needs to be fast enough to make it to Q3.
Slice Sleazy as well is filling in for Risey.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Div 2 driver.
In Q2 as well.
Yeah, so that's pretty impressive. Be very impressive to see him go to Q1, but we'll see.
Q3.
Q3, opposite order.
It would actually make sense for it to be Q1 as the last one. I think anyway. But yeah, doesn't matter what I think.
Oh,
Kino finishing
Kino
his
with
lap.
good lap, not a great lap. Peter's not being able to best it though.
Who's the next one to be up? I think it might be Sesto. No, sorry, I think it's Juggles. No. Yes? No.
Zero.
Jetty.
0.
Then I think, yeah, Jetsy struggles. One of the pinks. The pink Mercedes.
The pink Mercedes. Bambi jumping into the pits. Mort finishing his lap, going 5th fastest, 1:26. Alfa Romeo is not having a great run today. Versus Mash Barada with the 1:25 and Mort with the 1:26. Next to past the line is Goated Bill, I think, but he's jumped into the pits. Sorry, it was Chiz who's starting his lap. My apologies. Let's jump on board with him. Let's see how he goes. I think Chiz comes from FNL, if I'm getting corrected. He might be from FIBA, but I think he's from FNL. Anyway, he does have some pace on him, but I think he does have a mistake or two in him as well. So he's definitely got the pace to be in the top end of the field, but let's see how he fares in Q2.
Ricey, thank you for that sub, mate. Audio is a bit quiet. Alright, I'll try and work on it. Yeah, I might just have to get them to
Ooh, does
eat more of their
invalidate his
mic.
lap. Damn, that. Oh,
And he's
no!
gone.
And invalidates his
He's
car.
retired. Wow. That corner really getting a lot of drivers today here. That fast left right-handed, they're really pushing to find every 10th possible. And it's costed 2 drivers their qualifying sessions. First, Sep, and now Chiz. Interesting to see how the rest of the field, if they will, maybe change a strategy here going through that corner, if they might not try to commit to it as much, but you want to still be trying to be the fastest driver on the track, so I don't see them slowing down around that corner anytime soon. I think that's just, you'd be losing too much time to take it a little bit easier.
You gotta risk it to win the biscuit.
That's facts. That is facts, Webby. Let's see if, I think it's Joggles who's doing his lap at the minute. He's doing his second lap of the session. Currently
That's
stands.
smooth.
Yeah, very clean. With the 22.5 at the minute, currently sitting him in the 4th position. Does
Not
look
a
like
fan
he's...
of manual, even though he's goated at it.
Oh, is Junk gonna jump to the pits? I think he might have had a mistake there at the last corner. Might have misshift. I think it looked like.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Overcooked it.
Yeah, a little bit. Try to scent it. So I do want to have a quick look at the tyres at the moment. Looks like the majority of the field is
Ooh, a lot of
going to be
medium.
switching to the medium. So
Bold move pattern.
DBT smoking the session at the minute. One with a 21.8. Great lap from him.
And how nice does that AlphaTauri sound?
Oh, sounds fantastic. I still think the AlphaTauri looks like a blue fridge on wheels. Just an opinion.
Hey. McLaren looking very orange.
So just to round out your top 10 at the minute, it is currently DBT, Kino, Sesto, Zero, Joggles, Simo, Peters, Jetsy, Flo, Mort, with Sleazy running in 11th place, currently without a time posted, but it looks like he is doing his lap as we speak.
Won't be enough though with that mistake at the start. He went wide on corner 3. Had to slow right down.
Well, I think was doing a time, but I think he ran into issues with DBT in front of him. So that was unfortunate for him. But
Will that
Sleazy
be a
still
report?
could be. Ooh. And that's an invalidated lap.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, coming around third last corner.
And he's going back in. I don't think he cares for mediums.
Yeah, I think at this point, if you're in the danger zone and you still haven't posted time, you just chuck on the softs and try to get to Q3. You just scrap tire strategy at the moment. You'd rather get track position.
Definitely. Perfect timing on it too. Be plenty of rubber on that track now. Some higher speed times should be coming in.
Speaking on chucking on the softs and trying to go for a time, there's Bambi with a 21 flat. Love to see it. Yeah, I'll be very
Bambi
surprised
Hamilton.
if anyone comes close to his pace. Very, very, very surprised. Go to Bill, still without a time posted. Speaking of which, he is coming through the last turn. Where will he stand? Second fastest.
Oh,
Go to Bill, putting up some competitive times.
Steiner
Showing
will
up.
be happy with that.
Gunter Steiner would be enthralled. He'd probably sign you on the dotted there, Goated Bill.
He's wrapped.
Yeah. 100%.
Still not happy with Grosjean though.
Oh,
Grosjean,
Grosjean.
yeah.
Get him out. Get him out. Someone. I don't know a single person who likes him. No offense, Grosjean.
Ferrari crew at work again.
Similar and Keenan making him work hard. Love to see it.
Oh, and again.
It looks like no one's putting up a time at the minute. It looks like everyone's on their in lap. Maybe more putting on time.
That low fuel flash, and will he run into issues up ahead?
I think it might be just his in lap actually.
Yeah, it's looking slow this point.
Yeah, it has to be an in lap.
Don't think he's going to finish the lap in 22 seconds. But...
Alright, so 4 minutes left of Q2. We have to talk about now people who are in the danger zone. That's currently Sleazy, Ninja Penguin, Flo, and Jetsy. Peters
Sleazy
is
bad at
getting
4,
out.
guys.
Ooh.
Can he improve at this?
That's beef. That's beef.
I told him I was going to say he was trash at 4, guys.
And you held up against your promise. Nothing you can say about that.
No.
Oh, Peters! That's so unfortunate. Sorry if we didn't say anything. You weren't on board. Oh, you were on board with it. Good stuff, Vala. Love to see it.
I got you, mate.
Yeah, Vela is
Thank you.
here and he is running things very
Hold on,
well.
let's give a shout out to Vala. He does not have to be here. Just let you guys know that. He does not need to be putting up the stream, working hard to keep, all the viewers happy. Keeping us happy
dinner.
as well. Yeah. So shout out to Vala. Thank you for hosting all the F1 races for the last 2 seasons as well.
Big ups.
Yeah, that's dedication right there.
But
So
McLaren is in danger here. Flo and Ninja, they win together, they go out together. They will want to improve. None of the times really mattered though at the moment because everyone's going to get another go.
Speaking of which, it looks like the majority of the field should be coming out of the pits now.
Bambi might put his feet up.
Ooh.
Oh no, valid.
Sleazy just invalidated his lap. Unfortunate for him. He needs to jump into the pits now. Otherwise, he's going to get eliminated.
May not have time there. Hopefully, it's invalid this lap and not invalid this and next.
He might just be able to chuck it on lean and go for another round.
It turned his ERS off, so he's not interested.
currently it is Keno, Juggles, Peters, and Jetsy on their outlap at the moment. Flo looks like he started his lap, but has invalidated as well. So yes, Sleazy is going to go for another round.
Watch him roar.
See how he goes.
Redemption lap.
DBT, thank you for that sub as well.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
Did he send it
that
or
hurts.
didn't he send it?
That hurts to see. Just probably lost maybe even 5/10 on that first corner. Oh, we got another retiree! It's Jetsy. It has to be that.
TBT following Vela during Q2, that's good.
Love that.
Oh, that's gotta be a corner cut there.
Good lad.
Big respect to Sleazy for making it this far. Jumping in,
Tidy.
having a go.
Will this be the first posted time for Fly Sleazy? He did invalidate his lap in that corner just before, but is getting to the end of his lap. It looks okay for now. 117 coming around the final corner.
Flo blaming one of the Alpha Tories in one of the chats here. Thinks they may have screwed up one of his laps.
That's unfortunate.
Interesting development.
Could be some beef. But it looks like Fly Sleazy could be safe for the minute. Joggles and Keno.
He's done it. He's done it.
Joggles and Keno have made it through, but Fly Sleazy isn't safe just yet. He is 9th position as we speak.
Come on, Sleaze. Come on, Sleazy.
Peter's currently doing a lap as we speak as well. Looks like he's going to be coming around the final corners. People who are still on the track, I think, are Simo and DBT? No.
Oh, he's taken that corner very well, Peters, there. That is smooth.
Oh, this is a very competitive time. He will make it through. No doubt in my mind. Yeah, P3.
Sleazy pushing ever so dangerously into that danger zone.
Yeah. But it looks like everyone else is in the pits. So it looks like no more times will be posted. As Sleazy is the only person who needs to get to check the flag.
Has he snuck his way through?
Yeah, he
Don't
has.
crash here, Sleazy. Don't retire the car.
Imagine, oh my.
Rossi with the gifted subs. I appreciate that.
What a man.
And extending his sub to through September. It's huge. Thank you, mate.
Zero, very appreciative as well.
Yeah, it's nice to see from Zero. Linky, Zero, Zola, Skids, and Nugs. Oh, Nugs would not like that though, being subbed to me, but that's alright. Actually, still on?
Sorry. I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to grab a water real quick. So.
And Zero, I can't spell it. No one can spell his name, but I can say it, so that's good.
I think Bambi said before the glitch is happening where they have to wait out the actual time.
Even when everyone's done.
Yep.
That might be why it looked like Cousin Jason's time would go through, but I don't think it would. A little bit of a glitch there. Yeah, so just gotta wait it out and see what happens.
Luckily, only 5 more seconds to go.
Yeah. And we are done. Bambi taking that one out in first place. Go to Bill second, Peters third, DBT fourth, Captain Keno in fifth place, Joggles making it in sixth, Sesto taking 7, 0, 8, Mort ninth, and Sleazy the big animal has snuck his way in at 10th spot,
Beautiful
which does
work.
mean that Simo, Jetty, Flo, Penguin, and one more that I cannot see there will be eliminated.
Cheers.
Unlucky cheers.
Well, Simo just misses out.
Kaus has abandoned his post at the share play.
Love that.
That only took me like 10 seconds to figure out why I couldn't move the screen.
Oh, I forgot to play that video that Simo made for us.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry, I'm back. Had to guess what I was saying. Alright.
Jetsy is calling for an investigation on Peter's car.
Why?
I'm not entirely sure.
So, just to give you guys an update on the F3 race, it looked like Chasey Dane did take out pole position, but they're just switching over to the main screen, and I'll give you all the updates on the positions.
Yeah. So,
It's all good, Bryson. Yeah, I've heard a
heading
couple of people
out.
say that.
Couple of people heading out early, setting a new trend. DBT heading out first, I believe.
Bambi's leading
So
the pack
yeah,
at the moment.
Chasey Dane, Blasco, Big Danny, Derek, Spencer, Spudweiser, Prince Racket, ADP, Rebel, and Ice Money. That was your top 10 in F3. So congratulations to those guys. Those guys that I just listed out in that order will be getting points.
Were there any big surprises in F3, do you reckon?
I think maybe Chasey Dane taking it out was a big surprise to me, and Kozo not in the top 10.
Yeah, Kozo, did he crash?
Must have. So I wasn't really paying attention to the race.
He might have just got outdone. Those F3 drivers are very, very good.
So first driver to be putting out a lap looks like it's going to be Bambi. As he's normally been one to be pretty passive in these first two qualifying sessions, but now I think you'll see him a little bit more, especially it being Q3, where now there's only going to be 10 minutes.
A lot of rubber on that track, improving the speeds, more traction. Takes that corner actually really well there, eh?
Yeah, just really
well.
tidy from Bambi. Super, super tidy.
No oversteer, no understeer. Beautifully through.
Yes, he did crash from accident 4. Appreciate it, Aiden. Will Bambi crash out here? No, he won't. So quick and tidy. Oh. I don't think he even lifted his foot off the accelerator there. Will he run into traffic though? Oh, a little bit oversteer, but don't think that'll impact his time too much. Won't go into the pits. But Bambi coming through. Finish his lap. 121 flat. That's the time to beat right now in Q3. And I think he can probably sit in the pits and be very, very, very happy with that time at the minute. Ooh, sorry, says Peters. With a 0.5
Keno.
taking top at the moment. Love to see that.
These times are just getting quicker and quicker.
I think Zero's going to be coming through. Where will he place himself? 4th fastest, 21.1.
Those times are extremely close together.
Yeah, very rapid as well. Sleazy? coming through to go 5th fastest, 124. Will need to improve
Hey,
his
he
time.
will take that.
DBT, the next to come through.
Yes, the torpedo.
The torpedo. Danny Kvyat wannabe. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's definitely some Danny Kvyat style stuff there. 130. That's unfortunate. He'll have to improve his
Yeah.
time.
Though he's just
What?
enjoying the sun while he can, I think. Just soaking it in.
He's out there on the track in Q3. That's all that matters.
Typical Melbourne weather. It may rain later on.
Mort did invalidate his lap as well when he went to go do his. Looks like Joggles is on his lap.
He
There's
definitely is
those
going rapidly.
very rapid.
On board with the Jogster.
G'day, Zach. How are you, mate?
I don't think it's tidier than Bambi, but it's still competitive.
He is a very quick driver, probably a little bit more inconsistent on the manual than auto, but I still think that his quick laps will put him in a good spot.
I think he's the only driver from F2 last season to be in Q3 at the minute. I think. Wait, was DBT in F2
Yeah,
last season?
yeah, he was. He's in
Okay.
it this season as well. Oh no, he
Love
has
that.
been moved up permanently. No, sorry.
Yeah, DBT
The
is moved up
disrespect on the
permanently.
name. No.
But I think it's very easy to mistake because Sleazy was in F2 as well and they were teammates.
Yeah, exactly.
The Juggles, 5th
Yeah.
fastest at the minute. But still a pretty competitive time, just 5/10 up the top 4 at the
Ah, no,
minute.
sorry. Mort actually did move up last season as well.
Yes, that's right.
Joggles entering the comp last season in Div 2. Had about 4 races. Got himself a nice 5th spot there. Very impressive.
Oh, Mort.
I think. Ooh, Mort. A
Speaking of
120.7.
Div 2 drivers that have moved up,
Wow.
he has moved up to 1st spot.
In Q3 when it matters too. That's a rapid time. And now that's probably made Bambi want to go and jump back out and get a better time now. He really wants that
Very
pole
quickly
position.
he has gone out.
Yeah, he's going rapid around the track as we speak. So 5 minutes left in Q3. You can probably wait a little bit longer to see the rest of the times if you're someone that's still in Q3 at the moment. So you don't
Definitely.
need to jump out now, but I think it wouldn't do you any harm if you were to drive out now, get a time down. You'll still be able to get another one, jump back into the pits and do another lap. So
Definitely
I
right
think
there.
that's what Bambi's trying to do as well.
5 minutes left. I'm very, very, very excited for the little first corner there at the start. No racing line as well, I believe. Or do they have that on?
Nah, they have it off.
Oh. Oh, and
Racing line.
Speaking of racing line, watch just
Vela
completely
may be able to
there.
confirm. Is racing line on, Vela?
I thought it was.
No, I thought it wasn't. Hold on, I'll check real quick.
Surely Seps in the chat will help us out.
Yeah,
I thought the only thing that really changed, the big
corners
change, was
only.
manual.
No, there is corners only. I apologize. So Mort, the what's the word I'm looking for here? The underdog.
What is out of you?
I believe Joggles is going for a wet setup.
So 3 minutes remaining. Let's see if we can jump on board with Bambi as he's going to be going
0 as well.
through Sector 2 as we speak. Bambi has just purpled Sector 2. Let's see if he can better his time and get on the front row of the first round here. for
Oof.
Bambi with pole at the moment. Provisional pole with a 120.705. 500ths of a second faster than Mort's time. This Q3 is getting spicy.
Word from Blinky is Mort ran out of fuel just before he finished his flyer.
Ooh. But still jumps on the front row as you speak at the moment. It looks like Fly Sleazy did have to back out of his time. But will he have enough time to do another whole lap? He will, but the question is, will he have enough fuel? DBT with a 130 as we speak, but is coming around the last 3 corners. Finish
And
off his lap.
yeah, 130 is not going to do him any favors here.
Prince, thank you for that follow.
It's quicker.
Definitely
It's
is a
quicker.
lot quicker.
It's
It's going to be a
quicker.
120, is it? Yes,
Oh!
it is! It's going to put him on pole! Provisional pole.
In the Scuderia AlphaTauri.
Love to hear it and love to see it. 120.6.
Looped Crayon, what a name. Thank you for that follow.
Q3 with a minute and 30 seconds remaining. Great stuff from DBT.
Insane.
These Div 2 drivers are really putting up a fight.
DBT does stand for Don't Buckle Terry, so
Oh.
unfortunately.
He definitely didn't buckle that one.
No, definitely not.
Definitely did not buckle that one.
He's a new man.
Oh, jumping board with Fly Sleazy. Looks like Go to Bill's in front of him. Could be holding him up. Oh, I wonder.
Doesn't know what lawn to mow.
Go to Bill going into the pits, but it still looks like a pretty good time. Might get him P8 Sleazy here. Maybe not actually. I ignore that. A 122.9. He won't have enough time to jump to the pits and get a better lap. It looks like DBT's pole looks pretty good for now, but Mort has just crossed the line to start his lap. Let's jump on board with him and see how he's going to fare. Actually, scratch that, because I think there's other drivers going to be coming through to finish their lap. I think it's going to be Sesto? No, sorry, he's on his out lap as well. My apologies. Jump back on Mort as he's starting his Sector 2. As he finishes Sector 1 with a 126.5. Is currently 700ths down from the lead time. But still going to look very competitive here.
Zero just jumped up to second.
Jump over to the side with Zero. Thank you very much, fella. Jump up into that P2 position. Back on board with Mort. There's a couple drivers behind him with the train, so we will be having time after time here, but he does invalidate his lap. That's unfortunate for Paul. The best time he for Mort, the best time he will achieve, the best place he will achieve, is 4th position if other drivers don't overtake him. But it looks like Peters has invalidated his lap as well. Joggles doesn't look like he's on a fast lap. Sesto is currently the only driver I think doing a lap at the moment. Zero could be doing another lap around. If he makes it in time, he will not make it in time. Sesto coming through the 3rd last corner. It's yellow flags on the last corner, but it should be okay. I think all the drivers are going into the pits. Oh, really lucky to not invalidate that, but I don't think that's going to be faster. Still going to put him 9th fastest as we stand. So this looks like it's going to be your starting 10 drivers. As Zero is going to be coming through the pits. So, DBT, your pole sitter for the first race of Season 3. I did not think that was going to be something I'd say when we started this quali session. But he's got the pace. Now the real question is, can he hold on to that when he passes the checkered flag? That's a quality effort. So, your top 10. DBT, 0. They will lock out your front row. In the second row, Bambi and Mort in 3rd and 4th position. Kino in 5th. Go to Bill 6th. Peters 7th. Joggles 8th. Sesto 9th. And Fly Sleazy 10th. This is a very interesting grid as I see it so far. Joggles 8th position. I think he will come up through the field, as well as Kino and Bambi. Will they get to the front of the grid and contend for that championship once again. They are your last two champions from the last two seasons. Kino winning season 1 and Bambi winning season 2. There's a couple storylines here tonight. A lot can happen in this race. So, I think this is going to be a very, very, very special round number 1 here in Albert Park. Thoughts on these ones, lads? Just this top 10.
Yeah, it's a bit surprising, some of them, but I am keen to see a bit of a different mix at the start. Might be lagging, or is the game lagging? I'm not too sure.
Might be the game.
The P1, P2 times matching each other pretty much is unusual, but I like it. Really thought Bambi would top it off.
Yeah, me too. Especially with that 120.7, I thought there was no one that could beat that.
Yeah. DVT, impressive.
The Haas in the top 6. Gunter Steiner would be hugging Goated Bill at the minute. Even with COVID restrictions. I just got the notification on my screen, so I'm just going to reset the share play.
Nice. Perfect timing.
Thank you. So, this is a very shaken up grid. First
That's going to be so interesting.
grid number 1 for the first race.
Lubed Crayon being Vela's latest follower. What a name.
Love that. Lubed Crayon. Can you follow me on Twitch too? That's a great name.
Good night, Zach. Sweet dreams.
See you in the morning. Actually, I'm interested to see where Chiz would have been set and Jetsi, because they got what's the word? Sorry, retired from the quali session. But does that mean they still hold on to their positions? Yes, it does.
And the formation lap begins. Ninja Penguin and Nugsy touch. They will not get to warm up their tyres. So who is starting on mediums?
Oh yes, that's a fantastic question. I haven't even put that up. Ooh, that's interesting.
Kank starting on hards. He might be going hard softs.
Yeah, I think if you're in Kank's position,
Reverting the strat.
Yeah, and just chucking on the softs late, and hopefully the tyre would deg and everyone else's tyres would be able to get in positions plus the one stop.
Some fast overtaking hopefully late on.
You see this cluster of soft users. I think those are from the a lot of the drivers trying to get into that Q3 in the Q2. You see the predicted pit stop strategy. The one stop with the medium to hards, but as you said before, you can extend that stint on the softs to go soft hard.
So the softs will last you about 9 laps here. Maximum. You can probably push 10. And then the mediums will last. Double check that. Mediums should last you about 18 laps. Max. Kank being able to push that 20 plus mark with his hards.
So you will be probably going for late overtakes.
He'd be wishing he could do a no stop.
Not wet just yet. And that's another thing as well that could factor into the tyre strategy.
Yeah, definitely. I know one of the games suggested pit stop strategies for this track is soft, medium.
Thank you for the
Just
follow before. I
outrageous.
think it was Derek.
Very. I agree there.
And they're lining up. I'm excited.
Me too. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting round number 1 in a couple of seconds. The lights are gonna start to go out. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's lights
And
out
we're off.
here. The first season.
Good start from DBT.
Very tidy from 0. It looked
Very
like
tidy from the whole pack.
Where is DBT?
Yellow
DBT has
flag
got
in
to
sector
one
1.
position. Yellow flags already. 0 has made a position and is currently in first place. Bambi in second. Kino third. Goated Bill fourth. Kank making up 13 positions.
Wow.
Surely this is a glitch. Cousin
I think there
Jason
was
made 11
definitely,
positions.
there definitely would have been some action there at the back.
Nah, I think this is glitch. Sorry. It says what? This is glitched on my screen.
Yes, Kank went up 3 positions, not 13.
That's glitched on my screen. Okay, well that's noted to never use that again. Alright, so DBT still in first. My apologies, that literally said on my screen that it looked like Kank was in fourth position. So, DBT still in first, 0 second, Bambi third, Kino fourth, Peters fifth, Joggle sixth, who has made up 2 positions from 8th position as we go around the first lap, but now it's a virtual safety car.
Yeah, not sure what for, as we see the front runners all having non-damaged cars.
Why was that glitched on our screen? That was weird.
Yeah, that was interesting. Oh, bit of contact there from
Oh.
Kino.
Ooh,
What's going on here?
that's interesting. A couple of drivers are diving into the pits.
Yeah.
There's Bambi.
Racing again. Blake says 15 to 20 minutes. The game will have rain. Sorry, I misread that. So 15 to 10, 20 minutes.
Kank with a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane.
Kino gonna have a go at Peters. Currently trying to go around the outside and does position his car to get on the inside for the next corner. So
Trying to keep an eye out for damage, not seeing any as of yet with the guys that are still out.
there's a bit of a train going on from second place all the way down to 5th with Kino, Peters, Juggles and Sesto.
Sleazy up to 6. He's moved up 4 places. And Joggle's moving up 4 places as well. 0 having not the best start, dropping 5.
So I've been told Sleazy has 10% softs on.
Oh no.
Sleazy chuckles. He's in danger.
Is in danger?
We have another virtual safety car.
Yeah, I think there is. That's interesting. 2 virtual safety cars in the first 2 laps.
Skid's asking why Bambi's so slow.
So low. Oh,
Low.
because he pitted and went on to the hards. But that was really early. He's in 17th position now.
Back to green, back to racing. Not sure exactly what's happening at the moment. It's going everywhere.
Yeah.
Brycey asking for Vela to tell the boys about Sleazy's solos. Some rubber burning there.
Excuse me.
And yeah, DBT holding on to first spot.
With a 2-second gap behind him on the mediums too.
Yes, definitely be loving that.
So as long as DBT just gets into a rhythm, doesn't get penalties, kicks back in his chair and just gets in a good drive, he should be in a
He
really
is
good
not in
position.
he is not sitting in a chair though. He's sitting in a nice simulator, almost F1 car like.
So he's hacking, is what you're saying.
He could be.
Looks like Peters is going to have another run on.
Yeah, he's picking up DRS, which he will here. Not yet, actually. Oh no, lap 3. Yeah, he's going to pick it up. The flaps are open.
The flaps are open. does close down only a 10th, but loses it straight away.
Oh,
Into
Mort retired.
oh no!
Mort retired.
And
You hate to see it.
It looks like it's around that fast left right-hander.
The chicane there, if you'd call it that.
Yeah.
Left.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
just
in that
lost it on
wall.
that exit. Yeah.
He did hit that one in qualifying as well. So
I'm surprised that's a virtual safety car. I thought that would be a full safety car. But anyway.
maybe the Alfa Romeo having some sponsors around that wall. I don't know.
Alfa Romeo were having a tough quali session. It looks like they're having a tough race as well.
Yeah, there might be some issues going on with the car. I'm not too sure.
Mash Barada, the only Alfa Romeo still in the race, currently sitting in 10th position. So, a couple of drivers have pitted for the
Oh,
hards.
drive through penalty for Sleazy.
Oh no.
No, you hate to see it.
You do. You really do. The DBT still out front, just extending his lead. Kino trying to catch back up, has extended that gap to Peters, but Peters now getting attacked by Joggles. He was my driver to watch. He did qualify in 8th position and is now up to 4th and is fighting for 3rd position. So a great show from Joggles so far.
Sleazy does have the energy of Risey behind him, who is watching him fill in for him. If you liking what he sees so far, the drive-through will take him back, but still lots of time left.
So Joggles does make a position on Peters, but that's because Peters has jumped.
Bambi, 3-second time penalty.
Oh,
Naughty Bambi.
Multiple warnings too.
Naughty.
Dimo looks like he's also made a position on Peters as well. Peters is coming out of the pits and he will be in 8th position, as it looks like Seth also is jumping into the pits with Chiz behind him. A couple of drivers going into the pits now with 3-lap-old mediums.
Yeah, interesting that Go to Bill did start quite high up. He's oh no, he's making his way downtown.
So it looks like Bambi's strategy to go into the hards early has helped him a bit. He's currently 9th position, but that's because of everyone doing their pit stops. I wonder if he will think that the race will come to him. That's kind of the goal with his strategy at the minute, is just put your head down, put as many solid laps in on the hards and stay with, if not thereabout, with all the drivers on the mediums, and hopefully later on when you chuck on the softs you can make those overtakes. Similar to the strategy that Kank is doing, but Kank also pitted early and went on for the mediums. So there's a lot of different contrasting strategies going on. I wonder which one will come out ahead. I think Kank's strategy to go into the mediums was a good one, because I think just that pace of the tyre will be good enough, and as long as you're okay with a little bit of tyre management on the further end stint of the drive, you should be alright.
Yellow flag. Oh, what's happened there?
And that's
Go
a
to
full
Bill.
safety car. Go to Bill. Out of the session.
No.
He crashed with
Like.
somebody?
And Cousin Chase
No way.
retired from the session as well. So 2 drivers having a collision in lap 6.
You know what's scary? There's been a lot of crashes already. Rain in 5 minutes. So get ready for more.
No
This is
way.
the chaotic first race of the season. So that lead that DBT was building is now going to shrink because of the safety car. And this probably can give a really good opportunity for Kino to take pole position at the moment, considering he's on the softer compound.
It is cousin Jason and Go to Bill, good friends outside of the competition, so it's good to see the friendship blossom.
Something like that.
Yeah. Good friends go out together.
Kino jumping into the pits. Will he go into the hard compound or will he go into the mediums? Let's have a look. And where will he come out? Will he come out in front of Bambi, behind him.
Mediums.
Chuck on the mediums.
Mediums. Oh,
Joggles chucking on the hard compound.
interesting that one.
This is a very interesting strategy from Kino.
So, simulation damage though, medium tires. I don't know if they're exactly gonna get you all the way. They will, but you will be sloppy. Come the end of that, I reckon.
But I think the strategy from Kino is to eventually pit when it does rain and go on to the intermediates.
I think they'll have to as well.
So I think right now Kino maybe does have a bit of an edge in this tyre strategy, but at the end of the day, it's not all about tyre strategy. You've still got to drive the car and drive the wheels off a bit. So
My thoughts would be softs. Try and get some quick times in before the rain. Pit for those intermediates.
But it also depends on when the rain's coming. So I think
Yeah.
5 to 10 minutes before the end of the race.
It's getting cloudy though.
Rain in 5 minutes, Jeff is saying. Thank you, Blinky, for the updates.
Yeah.
So rain's going to be very soon. So yeah, maybe you are right, Webby. Chuck on the softs and have a go and hope for the best.
Yeah, no, that's definitely what I would do, but I'm no genius. I'm no Christian Horner. But I do love a good protest.
No Guntestani here.
Nah.
It's not the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Can't drop his famous F-bombs on Valor's stream.
We can blame it, can't we, Val? No, not live? Oh.
Grosjean! Grosjean! Fuck.
If you don't want to be here, you can fuck off. Yes. If you don't know what I'm referencing, go watch Drive to Survive on Netflix.
Who slammed my door?
Who slammed my door? Yes. How can someone be so funny be on such a garbage team?
When you see him, you tell him he does not fucking slam my door.
Oh man.
Door drama at Haas.
Door drama at Haas.
Door gate.
Oh, jeez. So it looks like the safety car might be in this lap if Jesse knows.
Yeah, that. You'd hope they do. I think they will.
I think we'll find out soon.
Some high level driving though in this opening race, like some really clean driving. Everyone's giving each other some nice space on the safety car. We'll see the restart very soon.
Alright, sorry. Apologies, I'm back on mic and camera duties as well.
Oh, we were talking so much about you.
Sorry.
So much smack.
Yeah, the brother had to come in and
Good
make
for
noise.
Sleazy, though. After his drive through, get in the pack.
So safety car is going to be in this lap. Your front 5 is currently DBT, Zero, Simo, Kino, and Peters.
When's it gonna rain? Just pit now.
Can you give us an update, Blinky? It's about to get spicy. Is the only message that we have in
I
chat.
think it's very, very soon.
Love to hear that. Alright, so let's see what the drivers will do. As we are currently going to be going around.
Oh, Jocko's.
And
Jocko's
trying to get
5
whatever
seconds.
warmth they can get in those tires.
Did Juggles
That's
get a
unfortunate.
penalty?
Yeah, for collision with Sesto, I believe.
No.
And Sesto's behind him.
DBT almost.
It started raining on the restart.
Oh no! It's gonna pop off, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to pop off.
And there is rain.
Kino looks like he's made an overtake on his teammate. Maybe a little bit of strategy here, as Simo might have just let him through on the restart.
Believe they would be in party together.
Oh, Joggles.
And Simo is trying to defend
Oh,
off
he
the
can't.
attacking pair of Peters and Joggles. Looks like Bambi's also made a position onto Sesto on the restart. But let's jump on board with this battle with Simo, Peters, and Joggles. So it looks like Simo is going to be defending off Peters.
Everyone's just so close right now.
But Simo getting a 3-second time penalty, and Jesse is retired.
Oh no.
Another safety car, maybe. Everyone jump on those intermediates. Doesn't look like it's too wild at the moment, though.
Yeah, I don't think there's no safety car at the moment, so we should be okay. Just yellow flags in sector 1 and 2. Wish we could see that car of Jetsy. It looks like it's on the middle of the track based on the map, but the car is despawned, so it should be okay.
Yeah.
Let's jump back on board with Simo, as Joggers look like he's made the move onto Peters. On that harder compound too. That's very interesting. He does get a bit of oversteer coming out of the exit. Can Peters come back at him? No. Bambi now going to be attacking behind Peters. Looks like Kank and Ninja Penguin have made a position on their respective people that they were battling. And Nugsy's also made a position on Sleazy. But now it looks like there's a little bit of a build-up.
Yeah, Mash has lost his end plate.
The majority of the field has jumped into the pits going for intermediates. The only drivers out on the field is Bambi, Kank, and Ninja Penguin. Everyone else jumping for intermediates.
Hards do feel very, very, very bad on this track as well. So I can't imagine what they're like in the rain.
I wonder if anyone's double stacking at the moment.
Oh, surely.
Like there's been a couple positions made as well in this.
Yeah, definitely. It mixed it up a lot when they came out of their pit stops.
Yeah, wow.
Imagine.
Wow, look at this. It's a train when they come out of the pits. Cheers on the wets.
Mash may come out last as he probably had to get his wing replaced.
Now it looks like DBT has a pretty solid gap as well as being on the intermediates to Kino.
That pit stop though has definitely not worked for Simo.
Yeah, that's really hurt him. 15th position, and now has to fight his way through the field.
From 5th position.
And has a 2-second gap on the car in front.
DBT in traffic for the first time.
He does currently have a 6-second gap actually on Kino. So he's actually got a lot of clean air. I wonder if these front 3 runners will be going into the pits now. You would assume so. It looks like Bambi's sliding a lot too. On just this exit. Yeah, he's going to jump into
Bambi
the pits.
going in.
And same with
Kank
Kank
going in.
And probably...
Yeah, I believe they all will.
As
Chiz being the only one on wets.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
We have a quick update from Jetsy. Can confirm I was singing and forgot to turn, hence the crash.
Love to hear it. Love to hear that. So where will these Bambi, Ninja Penguin, and Kank sit?
Chiz is off the track.
And DBT back out in first spot. With 6-second lead. 7 seconds. Oh. Rubber going everywhere. I just love to see that.
Yeah, it looks like I think it's a bit of leaves. I think.
Looks like them burning off Kane in Bundaberg, you know. Yeah.
It does look a bit weird. So after all that pit strategy from Bambi, he does end up being 5th on the position right now. He did start on the soft compound, but did pit for hards at the beginning of the race, but had to jump on those intermediates in lap 11 right now as the rain's starting to pour down. And DBT, so much clean air. It's currently 7-second gap to Kino. I think it would be an absolute travesty if he was to lose this P1 position. Kino in 2nd position with a lot of free space and time, with Sepp in 3rd position with Joggles, a 2nd behind him in 4th.
Noticing that Chiz's wets aren't actually helping him that much.
Yeah, it looks like he's losing a lot of time. Just even on the intervals as well, on the straights. Just looking at the time difference from Sesto, 5.4, just gone up to 5.5 in 2 corners, just lost 3/10.
And the track has gotten wet very quickly.
Yeah.
Starting to get a...
Chiz knows something we don't. I don't know. the race could come to him. There are still lots of
He's
laps.
lost another second. Losing about a second a lap on those wets. That's, yeah, an issue.
A second lap, I think he just lost about a second and a half in just that last sector.
A lot of oversteer.
Yeah, he's just not getting that grip or that pace.
No. Don't know if he's pushing it too hard because he's on the wets, but yeah, not very good. It's almost 2 seconds a lap, really.
As we are just talking about that, Bambi and Sep trying to go on the outside, but mistimes that braking zone.
Oh.
Bambi makes another position onto Sep.
Oh!
Tweets out and crashes!
Oh, Bambi!
Oh my goodness!
And he takes out.
Oh,
he takes out Peters.
Oh my god, it's a pile-up!
Ninja
Simo,
Penguin out as well.
Oh my goodness, what is happening?
Oh my god.
What is this race? 3 cars out.
Just covering the track too. Gotta be careful going past them.
That's definitely a safety car.
Oh,
Chiz,
Sleazy's back in the money.
Oh, Chiz, you've got to switch to those intermediates now,
yes, Chiz, come on.
Do it now. You've got to do it, bro.
Just chuck a pair of softs on, just be crazy.
Wow,
No.
what have we just witnessed?
No, that is insane.
That was a 3-car pile-up.
Bambi just losing it and just in the worst spot possible.
You'd think he'd lose it in the battle, but he didn't. He had the position done. He was through like the next corner and a half.
Yeah.
Just got a little bit of oversteer and lost it.
This is, yeah. Bloody death wobbles.
Nugzy and Simo into the pits.
Wow, yeah.
I wonder what the strategy is here, as well as Mashparado.
I think everyone's just going to get some fresh intermediates, why not?
Chiz still not going into the pits. Come on, bro. Listen, like, I'm sure you can hear us or something. Wait, hold on. Simo's on wets. Maybe Chiz has actually made the right choice. Ignore me, Chiz.
Yes, and Brycey pointing out as well, DBT's gap is gone once again.
But DBT's still holding on to the first place this entire race long.
As Blinky said, it's about to get spicy.
Blinky, you weren't wrong, and wow, was it spicy?
Jetsy hitting Bambi with the famous "What happened, Mr. Drifter?"
What happened, Drifter? Nugsy decided to keep on the intermediates. There are a couple of the drivers that did go into the pits chucked on wets. So do they know it's getting a little bit wetter? Blinky, can you confirm or deny? Rain was forecast to go heavy as well. Okay, thank you. Blinky's our weatherman. We need him to get in the party as well at this point. Give him some trackside data.
They've got real close there. Yeah, would be good to have Blink in, but I think he's chatting with Morty and all those boys.
Which is why he's getting all that info.
Love it that he's feeding it to us.
Yeah, thank
Being
you
there,
much.
Lucius.
Yeah, appreciate it. I do have to say, this is a cracker of a race so far.
DBT just saying, not again.
Bambi going out as well could shake up the championship as well. I just thought of that.
Fly doing Risey proud at this point.
Yes, he is. 7th position.
And there's one other fill-in. Are they still? No, cousin Jason.
Yeah, cousin Jason.
Unfortunately, bowing out.
Let's go to Bill. I'll be the weatherman. It's fucking raining out here.
It's raining sideways.
It's raining sideways.
Back to Ollie with the weather.
Rain's still forecast to get heavier. They're trying to take a punt on it being in the back 5. I fucking clipped grass. That's so unlucky. No traction control. See you later. Yeah, that is unlucky. It's raining crashes out here. You're not wrong, Brycey.
Nah.
Let's It's all good, Bambi.
It's
You took Peters and Ninja Penguin with you, so
it could be raining championship points for DBT at the end of this.
Like that.
But
10
Keno
kindness and
will
wide words.
want to say something about that.
Everyone's throwing it on Bambi. Even Cardi's getting on it.
Yeah. Carney does not like tree people though. From Game of Thrones.
I was cutting. These guys are real good. Love that. Looks like this head cut is going to go another lap around as Sesto lagging behind a bit. Come on, mate. Catch up. Feel free. Yeah, baby, why'd you say that?
Cardi loved it.
Wonder how the tyre strategy is going to go. They shouldn't need to change, I don't think. I don't know how bad the tyre wear is on the intermediates, if it's enough to switch to the wets or go on another set of intermediates if it has the pace over the wets at the moment, because right now it seems like it's in a bit of a grey area as to whether or not you should go onto the wets and the intermediates. As Blinky did say, it is supposed to get heavier, so Desto is going to catch back up with the rest of the field, so the safety car should be in this lap.
I hope so.
So Joggles P3, Sep P4, and Zero P5. Your pulse sitter. No, sorry, DBT was pulse sitter. Zero was second. Yeah, he was second. He's currently sitting P5. So not the greatest of starts for Zero at the moment, but hopefully he can move his way up the field.
Should be very interesting to see what the different tyres do for them on the track once the green light goes ahead.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see the pace of these wets up against the intermediates. So I'll be keeping an eye on that battle between Chiz and Kank off the restart, but at the beginning of it we will keep an eye on DBT to see if Keno or even Joggles can force him into a mistake, or will he hold on to that pole position? He has fended off Keno once before in a safety car restart, but can he do it again in the wet on the intermediates? Will this race finish before midnight? Probably not. No, it should actually. It definitely will.
No, it will.
Yeah, it definitely will.
It's about to get spicy again.
This is another safety car.
I think they're interesting to see. Oh, Keno wanted to get the start with him, but a bit early.
And we're off and racing. The green flags are out. It looks like again DBT has got a bit of a head start to Keno, but it looks like Seb has made a position on to IG Flow. Might have made a mistake because Fly Sleazy does as well, but looks like he's trying to hold on to it on the outside, but tucks back in behind him. That is, of course, IG Flow, but he's lost a lot of pace to even Kank behind him, who's having to go up the outside of this turn to try and get the inside for the next. Doesn't get it completely
Sleazy's
done.
got
He's
the
halfway
inside
up that
there.
side.
Oh.
Taps is close. And Kank loses a position and an end plate on his wing. That could be devastating. That could be really devastating.
And he's got Simo right on his tush.
On the wets. But it looks like the wets don't seem to be as fast as they think they were hoping to be.
And Joggles within DRS of Keno.
Looks like there's sector 2 yellow flags and it's Mashbarato who spun round.
Potato.
Got a bit of damage.
Yeah, unlucky. Why can't we have an indoor racetrack? Jesus. It's not karting, mate. Come on. So Joggles looks like he's trying to push towards Keno. maybe get the second position here, but looks like he just lost a lot of time actually on the exit of that corner, so Keno shut that out with just a little bit of pace there. Let's keep an eye on it for now, as he looks like he could get a little bit of pace through this first corner. Look at this split time. Nah, he's lost a lot of time there. As Nosy has made a position onto Simo. As Simo is on the wets. Doesn't look like to be helping him at all. It looks like the intermediate is really the favoured tyre compound at the moment.
Joggles still sniffing Keno, but Keno seems to be pulling away at this point.
Looks like Mash Barado and Sesto have made the decision to jump on the intermediates. Looks like Mash Barado is also getting a new front wing as well. So good to see that. Chiz still on those trusty wets, but is running in 11th position. I want to jump on board with Kane because it looks like there's a bit of a battle in the middle of the pack going on here. Yes, there is. IG Flow getting run up on the inside of Kank, but obviously don't think that's going to be a move that you can make there, Kank. You might have to try and get the power down on the exit here, but looks like he's just lost a little bit of time here as IG Flow trying to get a run up onto Sepp. Sepp needs to get a defensive position, but he's left the door open. But IG Flow doesn't go for it, just trying to tuck him behind. These three drivers of Sepp, IG Flow and Kank, even Nugsy probably close in the battle as well for this 6th position.
All within a second.
Oh, IG Flow gets the power down before Sepp, but Sepp's trying to go into the pits. And IG Flow think might have got some wing damage from that as well. Currently sitting in 6th position with Nugsy up his backside trying to force him into a mistake, but looks like he's going to get a little bit of power down. That is IG Flow, sorry, getting a bit of the power down, but Nugsy might have had a little bit of pace, might be using a little bit more engine fuel to catch back up to IG Flow. But right now that gap is a little bit too far for Nugsy to make a move.
Haven with the tip,
Nugsy
thank you very much.
Conserving his ERS though.
$20, but I think that's American. Not quite sure what you tipped, but thank you very much for that. No need for that.
So Sepp did pit for a set of wets. So I wonder how that'll help him, because it looked like a couple of the drivers went to the pits and chucked on intermediates. That wasn't Mash Barado before.
He did need the new wing as well.
And it looks like Fly Sleazy did make a position up on 0 as well.
Oh, get in.
So up into P4, Fly Sleazy. Real good performance, and Ryzer would be real proud of that one. Real happy. He might not even show up next week.
He'd be on the edge of his sofa at the moment, watching from his home.
Kank also making a position on Chiz
Oh.
as Chiz spins out at the end of the far chicane.
What has he done?
It looks like Sepp had a spin as well and had some front wing damage. Yeah, he does as well. So maybe a bit of a collision between those two could have happened.
Starting to really spread out now.
Oh no, Sepp just got a lot of understeer there with 0 wing. It's half off and one's half on and other half's still on the track. So he's going to have to go in. It looks like there's a Sector 1 safety car. Sorry, Sector 1
DBT?
yellow flags.
DBT has spun.
Oh no, and he's lost his front end plate as well.
Doing so well up until this point.
Oh no, and gets overtaken by his teammate with Fly Sleazy into 3rd position. And DBT's going to have to go into the pits.
Sleazy on for a podium.
And DBT buckling pole position.
Drops another position.
Captain Keno currently in first
Flow
place.
right on him. And he gets it done. Nugsy as well. Oh no. It's all going wrong for DBT. As Sepp gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh no.
It will not help him.
DBT was just parked at the end of that corner.
Yes. Struggling with that end plate in a wet, as you would.
Peters with the 69
Surprised
bits.
it's only the end plate
Thank you.
really gone. There's a little bit of wing damage as well.
Yeah, it might be on just that really dark orange. I mean, you can definitely see it. It's pretty cut and dry
It's not
there.
looking
And
good.
a
5
5
second
second
penalty.
drive through. A penalty, sorry, not drive through. With also have to replace the wing as well. And getting a 5 second, has to stop for the 5 second penalty that he just received. And has
Prefer
to
to
replace
serve
the
it
wing.
now, I'd imagine.
It's fair to say that DBT's race is officially over. He's
Can't
not
really
gonna be able to
contest a
compete one.
5 second afterwards if he's speeding in the pit lane.
So let's jump on this front battle right now as Joggle's still keeping in touching distance with Kino. As there's 9 laps remaining here at
If
Albert
Fly says he
Park.
could get podium, that would be a massive effort.
Oh, that'd be awesome. But he does have Zero behind him, and Zero does have a bit
Yes,
of
with
pace.
9
but
laps to go.
it looks like Zero's not really gaining on him as we speak at the moment. So Nugsy has also lost a little bit of time to flow in front of him. But I'm really interested to see if pole position could be taken by Joggles. Looks like someone's coming out of the pits. That's the Haas driver. Probably needs to wait, but he doesn't. Oh, and Kino taps him! And Joggles takes pole position as we speak as Kino gets wing damage to the Haas that's driving out of the pits. You can't write that. Chiz was the driver that was coming out of the pits. Sits on the apex as Kino comes through the first turn. Currently has wing damage, and Joggles is taking first place. This is all sorts of chaos here at Albert Park. And it looks like Zero has also made a move on Fly Sleazy, who also had an incident, is down to P5. With Nugsy up into P4. This race is all sorts of crazy. And it looks like Kino's getting a run on from Sesto, I think it is, trying to unlap himself. Do an Esteban Ocon. But Joggles now with a 5 second gap to Kino. And Kino's getting unlapped by Sesto. Kino still might come out of the pits in maybe 5th place, but wow. That will go to the steward's room, without a doubt. Do I think anything will come of it? I don't think so, because from what it seemed like, Chiz was completely within his rights to be on the apex of the corner, but at the same time, you probably can give respect to the drivers behind you and wait.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's going to go down to a racing incident. Joggles pitting for
Pick
another set of
here.
intermediates.
You gotta pick your time between apexes.
Nugsy in pole position as we speak. As
Get in, Nugsy.
Joggles pitted for another set of tyres.
A lot of penalties will. Oh.
Chiz is struggling back there. Been off the track a lot.
Yeah, he does have end plate damage and wing damage.
Slowly making his way to the pits.
So yeah, Kino does come out of the pits.
Oh, he almost
P5.
missed the pit. Oh. That was very strange.
So, in recent news, Kino has come out of the pits in P5, and Chiz is retired.
Sleazy back in the podium's position after his little mishap.
So the current battle right now is between Kank and Kino, as Kino did come out of the pits just in front of Kank. Kank trying to get a run onto Kino, but probably a very hard move to make there, especially in the wet.
Definitely. Be looking forward to this DRS zone coming up.
Let's go on board with Kank. It looks like they're really struggling for grip here. And Kank does
Don't think he's going to get the move done here.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Has lost a lot of time just in that corner, maybe about 2-3 tenths. But they are driving up on IG Flow as well, who's been losing a lot of time. He might have wing damage, I think, IG Flow. I think he's lost an end plate here. Yeah, he has. So IG Flow is going to drive him to the pits. No, he's going to keep going with Kino right behind him. I wonder how this turn one's going to go with these three drivers going into it, challenging for P4. Let's jump on board with Kino, see if he can make a move onto IG Flow on the exit of this corner. That's probably where he can make the move, but IG Flow's still holding on to it.
Looks like a bit of a track extension there from Flow.
Really hard on the brakes here, but Flow does lose a little bit of time
He's gonna
here.
have to start defending now.
Yeah, Kino right on his bum.
But he can't do it for
He has to go
6
into the
laps.
pits. There's no way he can defend this position.
But will he just try and hold on, see if he can maybe stay on, get 7th?
I think
So
maybe
pit will put him in 10th position, I believe. Maybe even 11th.
It depends. You make the call. Will you be losing more than 20 seconds over the next couple laps? Maybe not. If he feels he can keep it out, he needs to make a decision on this lap, because I think if he pits anything afterwards, he'd be definitely losing time. But I think he will
He's
lose
still
that position.
pretty quick.
Yeah, I think eventually he still will lose these two positions to Kino and Kank.
They're starting to pile up now.
Yeah.
Zero will be licking his lips.
Yeah, Zero looks like he can maybe snag a couple of positions as well, but he is 4 seconds behind. Kino doesn't even look like he's got that much pace on IG Flow. IG Flow's doing really well so far, I do have to say. A lot of wheel-to-wheel action as it's bumper to bumper from 4th down to 6th place. No other real battles going on that I'm seeing. Juggles has not made that much onto Nugsy in front, and it looks like Nugsy might even take a pole position here. And Sep has retired from the race. As we speak, Kank's trying to go on the inside of the Kino, and this
He gets
side-by-side
tap.
taps the side pod.
Gets it.
Kank does make it stick. Kino losing a lot of time to IG Flow in front, and that really gave the advantage to Kank to make a move. Can Kank now push onto IG Flow and get this P4? In other news, Joggles has made about 7 tenths in about 2 sectors on the front runner Nugsy, and looks poised to take pole position. Can he do it in this corner?
Oh.
Nugsy really slow. Wow. Needs to get the power down, Joggles, if he wants to make this move on the back straight. He looks like he's going to get it done. Nugsy looks like he's struggling for grip. Great call from Joggles to go and pit for another set of intermediates. Looks like he's set and poised to take the win on this race with only 3 laps to go, but we never know because DBT made a spin at the end as well. But looks like Joggles is in a really good position to take this first position. Nugsy making up a lot of positions. Where did he even qualify? I don't think he was even in Q3. I'm pretty sure Nugsy didn't even make it out of Q1.
Be interesting to know where he did actually end up.
I'm going to think back, actually.
I'm pretty sure he didn't make it to Q2.
Rather low.
Because you made a joke that both the Williams didn't make it to Q2.
No, they didn't, did they? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
So
out in the
that's a
first
drive
round.
and a half from Nugsy.
Definitely. Still time left. Anything can happen.
Yes, of course. Kino lost a lot of time to Kank just then as well over that last couple of laps. He's currently almost 2 seconds behind Kank as IG Flow and Kank are making the gap even bigger to Kino. So that's very interesting.
Sleazy losing 2 seconds in the last 3 laps. 2 Flow, so they may catch up there at the end.
Oh, that's interesting. That'll even be more interesting.
Can
11 seconds
Sleazy
gap
hold it?
though.
Surely he's got it.
You'd want to think so. Kank trying to
Holding
push
it
onto
nicely.
Flo again, but Flo, I'm so surprised with this pace that Flo has, even with that front end plate damage.
Flow's insane.
Flo's a glitch. Flo is an actual glitch. Back from when he had an incident with me and back in the first season. Whoa, I
Kank
just
will
dropped my
want to get
controller.
past.
Under braking here, Kank. Did make a little bit of ground, but can he make the move? Simo got a move done on 0. In other news.
Very, very interesting. After leading the race for nearly, 19-20 laps, DBT not making any ground.
19th
Looks like he
position.
will secure 9th position.
19th, Jesus, am I all there? 9th position. I really want to keep on board with this 4th battle because see how this plays out. If IG Flow can catch up to Sleazy, if Kane can get a move done to IG Flow, and it looks like Kino's back in the fight for this position.
I can't
Dunno-
see Flo catching up to Sleazy. Sleazy holding it very well now. At that 11-second mark.
But this train for 4th is just being consistent. Simo is 4 seconds behind, but he's gaining every
He's going
single
to join
corner.
the train. Kank right on Flo. Flo being stubborn as all hell though. All
And
within
Simo
the
has
rules
made
though.
up, and Simo has made up about 7/10 of time in just that sector. So it looks like Simo was poised to even be in this battle and potentially take it back from his teammate position.
Definitely. The Ferraris are getting involved.
Peters with another 69
Oh,
bits.
IG
Thank you,
Flow.
mate. And
Looks like he lost a bit of time there, but Kane didn't really capitalize on it.
There could
MW.
be some penalties in play as well, so everyone being so close could mix up the grid at the end.
And
MW,
Simo
thank you for
has
that follow.
joined the fight. Currently sitting
Oh,
about a second behind with 2 laps to go. Oh, looks like IG Flow got a little bit more curb than he wanted, but he's still holding on to that P4 position.
using it to his advantage.
Yeah.
This is where Kank just gets, really close to him. But just can't get him.
Hank really throwing his ERS though on this back straight. Whereas IG Flow still has a fair amount. And same with Kino. Kino still has a fair bit of ERS as well. So he could be saving for the last couple laps.
Oh, a lot of curb. Simo just getting closer and closer.
Oh, got a little bit of grass there, Simo though.
Oh. Not using ABS, Simo, though, you can tell there.
Yeah, a little bit of squealing under braking. I am so impressed with Flo's performance right now. Holding on to P4, fighting off Kino and Kank.
He is old manning, but he's doing it well.
Looks like they're coming around the last couple corners of the penultimate lap. Juggles crosses the line as he's starting the final lap of the race. Flo still holding on to P4 with Kank, Kino and Simo right on his tail. Has held him off this entire time for at least 9 laps. Maybe less. It's been at least about 5. Kino has a lot of ERS to use, and he might try to have a run at Kank again.
All comes down to now.
Timo now 6/10 behind Kino. Kank looking like he's trying to get a run onto Flo again. Trying to get the power down here, but looks like he does.
He's pushing.
In touch with IG Flo. 1 sector remaining between P4 IG Flo and the finish line. Can he do it? He's held on so far and he's still holding on. This train is still continuing on, but it looks like no one's really in touching distance. There's a bit of a 5/10 gap between each other, but it looks like Kino's trying to get a run onto Kank. But he
Thought about it.
Do so, but Joggles takes him.
Joggles
pole
winning
position.
the race.
What a drive from him, with Nugsy taking P2, Sleazy taking P3, and IG Flo is going to hold him.
He's going to do it.
Can he get P5 here on Kank? No, he does not.
Pushing so hard though.
What a drive from IG Flo. Kank with your 5th position, Kino in 6th, Simo in 7th. Zero is going to get ahead of Simo though, due to penalties, and Simo drops down to 8th position.
Can only imagine Nugsy's getting driver of the day here.
Yeah, that's a well-deserved driver of the day.
I think he went up 14 positions, didn't he?
Something like that, and some well-earned points for Williams as well.
14, it says on here, but could be broken on this game. Still waiting on Machbarato and Sesto in 10th and 11th position to finish off the race.
Sesto being the only driver to finish outside of the points there, unfortunately.
But what a race. DBT, your pole position sitter, to be holding onto the race, holding on to first place for the majority of the race, to lose it in lap 19 to just some oversteer in the rain.
Risey will be very happy with Sleazy.
Taking a 3rd place for him in this place.
I'm a bit scared for Friday night at this point now, after seeing that.
Driver of the day goes to Nugsy. What a drive. Yeah. They don't have Joggles added. I don't have Joggles added.
I might, if you need. He might still be in lobby though, if you can click on his profile. Started 16th.
What a drive. Yeah, I got them all. So yeah, that's the first race of the season done. Juggles takes your pole position, Nugsy P2, Fly Sleazy P3. What a drive. What
Sorry,
a race.
I had you guys muted. Sorry.
Good start, good
I didn't
start.
hear a word. How are we, boys?
Fantastic.
Got to be happy with that, eh?
Yeah, that was intense. Did not expect to be there at all.
Can we get a confirmation on what position you did actually qualify in? Because that's insane.
P16.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It was something else.
G'day, lads.
Juggles?
Oh.
So no, I have a question. Did you only do one set of inters?
Yep.
How were your percentage on your tires?
75, I think.
Yes! Also blowouts. Oh, hey, that is
Let's go,
legendary.
boys!
That is rather loud. That is rather loud.
The bang bang flight, let's go.
Alright, so I want to
Oh,
start
wow.
this off with Fly Sleazy since you're in P3.
Oh,
Where
let's
did,
go.
where, did, where, did, where did you start, Fly?
Mate, I started in 10th.
Jeez. What were your thoughts on the race altogether? Besides the fact that you got P3, but just the race, what are your thoughts in just being in that drive to begin with?
Oh, mate, sick. That was, I'm stoked. Like, fuck, from coming from, like, wipeouts every season in F2 last season to that, stoked. Like, I can't even put into words. I'm so happy, dude.
Did you feel that the beginning of the race was a bit of a struggle and then it came to you, or was it more just the strategy?
I kind of kept it clean. So, like, at the start, there was, like, the big kind of collision on the first corner, like always. Kind of kept it clean through there. Didn't get any wing damage. I think we made up, like, maybe, like, 5 or 6 positions there. Or I think I put me in, actually, no, only 2. And then just, like, the Bambi crash was such a big thing. Like, don't know how it didn't wipe out. I kind of found, it was, it's like, found this little gap between the back of Bambi's car and Christian and Nugsy, and kind of went straight through and put me into 7th, and then just, yeah, I don't know, like, just holy shit. Yeah, I will. But
Alright, last question for you.
yeah, man.
Thoughts on your teammate spinning out on his own to buckle P1?
It's unlucky, man. Like, shit happens. I'm crushed for Devon, but still, like, he had a good race. He had an awesome qualification. Just really unlucky. The weather that race was just so unpredictable, so shit. So yeah, nah, man. Like, yeah, unlucky, but you know, we move.
Yeah, awesome drive from you. Great stuff. So congratulations
Thanks,
on your P3. So P2, Nugsy, what a fucking drive. P16 didn't even make it a Q2 and finishes the race in P2. Thoughts?
Oh mate, it was all over the place. I got a 5-second penalty that I served in pits. I think second lap, got another one, had to serve, and then I got a drive through. It was a mess of a race.
So what happened in Q3? How come you couldn't make it to Q2 but still ended up P2 at the end of the race?
Yeah, I was just slow. I was very slow. Yeah, I don't know. I would have to, study the next track properly and go from there.
Do you feel the tire strategies that you came up with ended up helping you at the end of this race to get this position?
Yeah, it definitely did. I was supposed to start on mediums, and I didn't put them on in time. I had one set of softs, and then straight from softs to inters. So yeah, it worked well in my favor.
That was an awesome drive. P2 for you. So from P16, hands down drive of the day. There's no question about it. So P1, Joggles. First place, started in P8. Made a couple of moves in the beginning of the race. I saw that. We saw that. Good moves. But to finish P1, thoughts altogether. How do you feel?
Thoughts? Well, I honestly thought that turn 1 would be a big mess, in all honesty. But no, so I pretty much just kept the car in lean for most of the dry stint till the with the VSEs and all, till the safety cars, pretty chill. But we did get a 5-second because of Sesto ramming. Probably a light tap. I didn't really feel it under safety car. So when changing for the inters, I thought, I'll be probably 10th or something. But no, we did quite well. And now we just got really fortunate. Unfortunately, Dev, my boy, just lost it somehow. But no, I feel sorry for him. But also, got to feel sorry for Kino. Chiz, I don't know what happened there, but I
Yeah.
did see. But yeah, Chiz maybe have been too slow. Could have been faster just to give him some space. But nah, that was really unfortunate. So just got the luck of the green pretty much, and yeah, went full wet. Got my full wet setup. Kind of just went full send with it. So yeah, turned out quite well.
Yeah, it worked out for you. So I'm gonna ask the hard-hitting question. Okay. Do you
Yeah.
reckon you'll be able to keep up this high placings in the rest of the season? And do you think you are a contender for the championship?
Oh, there's always possibilities. I definitely say, I would say roughly average, maybe P5. I would say, unless it's going to be something crazy like this. But yeah, no, it should be consistent. That's
Yeah.
key.
Well, you've taken full points here. Congratulations to you, man. You've taken out the Australian Grand Prix here in the most unlikely of circumstances. So congratulations to you. So I do want to throw it over though to an interview with the man of the race, the one and only DBT. Have you got me unmuted, DBT?
Hello.
He just finished crying.
Listen, listen.
Chuckles.
All right, Devin, what happened? You've got to tell us.
Oh shit, man.
Well, let's talk about the good. What happened was I got pole today.
That was awesome. Fantastic.
that was unexpected. Chuckles. Let's be honest, the safety car sort of ruined my race.
Yeah.
On the medium stint, I was 9 seconds ahead of Kino.
Yeah.
Once I came in for the wets, I was 13 seconds ahead. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, the safety cars happened. He came up my ass. I had 75% worn inters on my back wheels. They got to upshift going around corner, I think it was 2, and straight into the wall. And I had a whole lap on a red wing to do in inters, so that was interesting. So that's exactly what happened. Unfortunate, but we move. I guess I showed that I got pace. So yep.
Yeah, I mean, you had a weapon of a lap to take P1 in that Q3,
Yeah.
and pre-20 laps, you were probably hands down the best driver on the track. You were consistently ahead of Kino. You were just had so much clean air for yourself. You put yourself in such a good position. It's just super unfortunate. There's just,
Yeah.
to be honest, you deserve that P1, in my opinion. You raced really well. So,
Yeah.
in saying that, do you think you can replicate this performance next week?
I don't know. We'll see. The next few tracks aren't my strongest suit, so I've never been a fan of Bahrain, so I've got to get out there and practice, and we'll see what we do next week.
That's all you can do, man. That honestly, you had a fucking awesome drive. It was just super unfortunate
man.
the circumstances
I was
that
just
came for you.
all I was thinking when I was in P1 was like, let's go. I can win this race. I don't have to try for the rest of the season. Don't get relegated.
And to be fair, you do pick up an extra point with that fastest lap within the top 10.
Yeah, I guess so. 2 points. It's still more than Damo last year. Okay.
Oh, that's beef.
I love you, Damo.
Can't be shooting those shots,
Look at
mate.
DBT now.
Put that on
Devin
a shirt.
Beef Terry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Damo's you want to get that one, but we move.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Well, thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate Valor for letting me on the stream, and I'm pretty sure Webby is appreciative of it too. So
Yeah,
thank
definitely.
You, thank you all very much for tuning in for round 1 of the season. We'll be back next week, hopefully on Wednesday, but stay tuned on Valor's Twitter if things do change, because there was an update yesterday, hence why we did have to race today. I did mention at the beginning if no one was here before, I just thought I'd reiterate it. So keep posted on Valor's socials, and hopefully we'll let you all know. So if anyone wants to continue on the conversation, then feel free. But yeah, thank you all for watching.